There it goes.
Ether in the starter in the spark plug, put it back.
Yep.
Hold and fire.
We're good now.
Well, we didn't need them for years, I mean, it seemed like.
No. The snow gets heavier as you get older when you're shoveling it.
Driveways get bigger too, I don't know how that happened.
Longer and wider.
Yeah.
And to think we used to walk to school uphill. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, call the meeting order.
No stops.
Huh?
I'm just continuing.
Oh.
Go ahead.
First on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the ADA Title VI grievance forms as well as a voluntary public involvement survey are available in the hanging wall files for anyone interested. Next on the agenda, the approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion.
I got that stereo. Is that a second? Motion made by Mrs. Pethorsky, second by Mr. McMahon to approve the minutes. Any discussion? Mrs. Pethorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. Next, the approval of claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Motion made by Mrs. Pethorsky, second by Mrs. Deal to approve the claims. Any discussion? Mrs. Pethorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. We have the liaison and officer appointments for the year.
I'm happy.
Is there anybody who wants to change liaisons before we go on? I'm happy with what I got, so.
It's all right. That's looking good.
Okay, well, I'll make a motion that we keep the officers and the liaison appointments same as 2025.
I'll second.
Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mr. Watkins to have the liaison and officer positions remain the same for 2026 as they were in 2025. Any discussion?
Yes.
Mrs. Pethorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. Utilities, the MCO report, I think everybody got one. They're looking, preliminary things. They're looking a proposal from Sweeney Electric to install backup generators at Westville Estates and the Colder Road lift stations. They're having trouble with the screening compactor at the correctional facility plugging up. They've done some adjustments to that. They're looking at a lift station project to renew a lift station and to see if we can get an Okra grant for that. They're looking at Colder Road Force Main needs to be replaced. They are still in the design phase for the new water tower out at the correctional facility. They talked to me the other day about colors and design, but they do it with a virtual, what it'll look like. They're suggesting, I thought black and orange would be great for Westville colors, and they're talking about, if you ever see a water tower that looks like the golf ball on the tee, the pedestal tower like Purdue has, you'll always notice that underneath them it's always really grungy, a lot of mold and stuff because the water doesn't rinse off of it good. And they're talking about you putting a darker color like the black on the bottom of that so it doesn't show all the mildew, I guess, or whatever it is. So that, but they will do a mock-up digitally what it'll look like. We can change everything. So nothing yet on that. We've been getting calls, and that's probably why some of you are here tonight, about the fire protection charge on your water bill. Senate Enrolled Act 1, which was passed last year by the legislature, as you know, has cut property taxes to county, the legislature, in my opinion, did a great job for them, but not for us. If they wanted to do something, cut the sales tax. What they did, they cut the property tax, mostly for the high-end houses. But anyway, they've cut funding for county government, local government, like municipalities, townships, and they take the credit for cutting property taxes, but they're sure not taking the credit for counties that are gonna have to get rid of people, do away with police officers, you know, that support the local communities, local government. So, a lot of places are looking at options to, like, county income tax, different surcharges. The state, for example, on the highways right now, they're talking where they can put every interstate in Indiana as a toll road. I don't know if any of you seen that. The governor just applied to get I-70 through Indiana as a toll road. But anyway, as any other governmental unit, we are worried about our general fund, because we have police, fire, you know, plowing snow, you know, I mean, all our services we provide. And what we have done in the past, the general fund has paid to the water department, has paid for the hydrant rental. Tax money has gone out to pay the hydrant rental, which some of that money is used for the fire department. Okay, but with the possibility of funding cuts, what we are doing is to keep that money in the general fund is having a surcharge on every water bill for the hydrant rental for fire protection. This is not uncommon in Indiana. Cost-wise, we're in the middle of the pack. It had a public hearing, had a public meeting where it was voted on. The notices were posted in the window. They were posted on Facebook page, the town's Facebook page, so it wasn't a hidden something we did at, you know, midnight with a light shut off in here. It's based on the size of your water meter. Okay, so if you have a 3/4 inch and 5/8 meter, you're paying the $345 a month that I'm paying. When you have a bigger water meter, like the Department of Correction out here, they have a 5 meter, they're paying, what are they paying a month?
On a 3-inch on the current?
Yeah, they're
The
current.
3-inch meters in the ordinance, Mike, it's
Yeah.
5520.
They're paying $55.20 a month.
Depends on what size your meter is.
Yeah, your water meter.
Yeah.
The consumer, the homeowner is paying the $3 and some change, okay? I'm paying it, you know, do I like to pay more on a bill? No, but I wanna mention, remember, 2 years ago, your water bill, your sewer rate dropped 37%. So, I don't know if that's a good thing, it could be worse. You know, you're still money ahead than what you were 2 years ago on your utility bill. But we have to pay the fire department. I don't think they can operate for free. It costs a lot to put trucks on the road and equip people, and, you know, and if you want exact costs, there's 2 firefighters sitting here that can answer any questions, but it's not a cheap. Fire departments and police departments are not profit making. You know, I mean, I don't want to diminish the job they do, but it's something that costs a lot of money to operate, and that's a service we have to provide. So I just want to explain, there's been a lot of, you know, shaking of the head of why they're doing it. It's a minimal amount. It was figured on the rates. It's based on your meter size. So the resident, on however many customers we have with those meters, most customers in town have that size meter, those 2 sizes of meters. that's what it is, do we wanna do it? No, but we also have a responsibility to provide services. And that's the best way to do it. You're gonna see county government put in more income taxes, you're gonna see maybe a wheel tax, you're gonna see all sorts of creative things to make up for the tax money they're losing from the property tax drop. The average, statewide, I believe they're saying the average savings per home is $200. I don't know. That's the numbers they're throwing out there. Can I tell you no, because that's gonna be hitting this year, because your property taxes are always a year behind. The taxes you paid in 2025 are for 2024. So that's where that is. Kind of changed the format. Does anybody have a question about that or anything? Did I explain it well, or everything? Okay, I don't see any pitchforks or torches or anything, so.
Left mine out in the car.
Okay, well, we can warm up afterwards, it's kind of chilly out. So that's where that is, okay. Unless the fire department wants to knock a bunch of money off their contract when it renews, so we don't have to do this.
Might have a little fight there. That might be where the pitchforks and the torches come out at.
But, do we want to do it? No, but this is probably the least inexpensive and fastest way to do it, rather than putting on income tax and things like that. So I'm gonna go on to our next thing on the item here, if there's no questions. And if anybody wants to talk to me afterwards, you're welcome to do that too. Next, we have the MCO contract. This is for Midwest Contract Operations. This is who runs our utilities, the licensing for our utilities. Verbiage is the same as their previous contract. And as you know, as our projects with the Department of Correction, we've got going to be having the water project starting here with our bigger sewage plant. There's a lot more going on. So
Page, what are you looking for, the
7,
compensation,
yeah.
bottom of page 6.
okay, the fee that they're charging, and that's for an unlimited number of their personnel here. There's usually always at least one person here from MCO, unless there's problems, and then could be several, and it could be around the clock. Is $22,718.37 a month, and that went up about 3% over 2025. So, and Doug reviewed this. I would like to make a motion that we enter into the contract with MCO for 2026.
Second.
Motion made by Albert, seconded by, who seconded it? Mr. McMahon, to enter into the contract with MCO for 2026. Any discussion? Mrs. Poforski?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes. Passes 5-0. Anything else on utilities?
Give me that contract, I don't have it signed anywhere.
Okay. Just get it out of the way. Streets,
I have nothing on streets.
they're gonna be busy tomorrow, probably.
Yes.
Everything. Parks,
No, just thank you to the fire. Did you guys put up the lights?
Yep.
They were wonderful. They were beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you guys as always for letting us use the electric out there.
and
Yeah, we're so
that
grateful.
one wreath out there, it's red with a green, it's kind of facing, that thing, we gotta move that next year, because every time I see it, I think of Ohio State. It looks like an Ohio State emblem,
So you
so.
want that one off the Jefferson Street?
Oh, yeah. But no, it does look great out there as usual. Thank you, guys. Police,
So for 2025, we had 3,020 calls per service. Included in that was 794 traffic stops. We took part in performed 10 traffic pursuits, responded to 175 vehicle crashes, including 58 injury crashes and 2 fatalities, assisted fire and EMS with 162 calls, responded to 160 disturbance type calls, 13 weapon related calls, and 46 reports of intoxicated drivers. We had a total of 19 arrests or accepted warrants for 2025, and we generated 135 investigative cases. We've currently still got 2 vacancies. The interviews are completed with that. I'm looking to have those 2 positions filled hopefully the first week of February. We'll bring one on for sure. I'd like to get both. The logistics is the issue for that, and I have to at least get them through the 1-week pre-basic training before I can do anything with them. Otherwise, I can hire them on, but they can't carry firearms, they can't do arrests, they can't do investigative reports, so I'd be very limited in what I could do with them until the academy in May. But I'm looking at those 2. This is Mike Haskins. He's the most recent hire for a deputy marshal. Mike has pre-basic already. He comes with experience from Lake Station as a reserve officer. We'll be looking at sending him to the Tier 2 Academy in August class.
Welcome, I met you here.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then we're still down 2 vehicles. One should be completed soon that was involved in a collision, and the other one is still at Dodge. I'm gonna have to reach out to the dealership owner for that to find out what's going on with that and why it's taking so long for.
They'll probably have a bunch of parts, because everybody's having trouble.
Everybody wants it, but there has to be some kind of a solution, because the other 2023 that we have has the same problem, and that's, we're waiting for engines and transmissions for both of them for this amount of time. That's half the fleet. That's not acceptable for brand new vehicles, so.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure something out, you know.
As long as they've been tied up, they need to extend the date of the warranty ends to.
If it comes to getting with Doug at some point to see what we can do with dealing with that, we shouldn't be out those vehicles for that amount of time. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you. Anything else on police? Okay, we have resolution 2026-1 CCI transfer. This we do every year. It's transferring money from the cumulative capital improvement fund to the general fund. So we have resolution 2026-1 transfer funds. Be it resolved by the Westville Town Council, the following funds be transferred per Indiana Code 6-7-1-31.1 C1. Transfer $8,000 from CCI to general fund. I will make a motion that we adopt resolution 2026-1.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made by Albert, seconded by Mr. Watkins to adopt ordinance, or resolution 2026-1. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Peforski?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes. Passes 5-0. Miscellaneous, do you guys have activity report while you're, oh, okay,
Yep.
shoot away.
That's the actual reason I came, but
Oh, okay, well, I thought you just wanted to come see us.
just wanted to see if you had a new IU shirt or not.
You betcha. Big Ten champs.
Our year-end report. I apologize for the typo, I put 2025 down to 6 down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So for the year 2025, we ran 766 total calls. Out of those, EMS runs were 71% of them. That's a trend that we're starting to lean towards more and more every year. There's more and more of the medical stuff. Obviously with aging communities, whatnot. So that's one of our big pushes right now is what we can do. Out of those, it's absolutely amazing how many are repeat offenders. You know, where we're going to the same address 2, 3, 4, even up to 5 times a week for different things.
Wow.
So kind of finding a solution there to help, where we're still helping, obviously, the community, but yet we're trying to cut back on some of our costs, because obviously fuel-related, wear and tear on vehicles like what Corey was talking about, it's kind of keeping us up at this point. So that's some of our bigger expenses. As you guys can see with the pie chart, fire-related runs, we only ran 14% last year. Rescue-related was 11%, which that's our car accidents, stuff like that. And then miscellaneous was 4%, so that could be lines down, gas leaks, or things like that. That's it for my report.
What, did your fire-related runs go down for 25 compared to 24, do you know?
No, we stayed pretty
consistent?
consistent.
Okay,
We might have maybe a 5% leeway either way.
okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, it usually stays pretty consistent. EMS is always our top.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is, and I know a lot of people probably don't even understand how this works, but we run all of our EMS stuff as a mutual aid with the county, or with Fort County. So there's no recoup of costs, anything like that. All of our AEDs, all of our EMS equipment, all is direct out of pocket, and we do it for free to help them.
Yeah.
So that's one of our big expenses.
Okay, thank you for what you guys do. I just wondered when you said the aging community, you looked at me, Jason, I don't know if that
There's a
was,
reason behind that,
if
Mike.
that was Freudian or what. Any citizens' comments? No? Okay. I will make a motion, but first, make sure you watch the Indiana Hoosiers football team play in the national championship Monday night. Talk about a miracle. That's what this is. So, having said
Bears are
that,
in the playoffs, they play on Sunday.
okay, the Bears are playing. Cubs are not even in spring training yet. So, I think we've covered everybody's sports team here. I will make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mrs. Pothorsky to adjourn. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Being none, the meeting adjourns at 7:21.
Here, Mike, sign this with a small paper for this.